You'll have to excuse me because I'm a blob. I just found out about the Backrooms. As you can tell, I'm not really on the internet, so I didn't know about the concept of the Backrooms, and I just watched the entire web series by our dear friend and savior, Kane Pixels, and then I found out, of course, that he is busy making a movie for said web series. And honestly, after the found footage 3 episode, it really had me feeling the despair and loss of hope that anybody that ever got clipped into the back rooms would ever find their way out, which I guess was kind of the point of found footage 3, to show you the desolation and despair, and to again, I think, show the mirroring between where your reality and the reality of the back rooms is like becoming so seamlessly integrated that like once they opened the door to the potentiality of the back rooms even existing, the line between those two things was going to get blurrier and blurrier. More people are going to get clipped in, and basically no one's going to get clipped out. The crazy thing is like, how do they find the footage in the first place? You know, if you like zoom out, I know it's fake, obviously, but like how did like Async find the footage? Did a survivor of the Backrooms clip in, find the footage, take it with them, upload it? Like, what's the deal, you know? Because as as he wanders through that part of the back rooms, there's so much more destruction and disorientation than we've ever really witnessed. But I do want to talk about something in particular to this. So I am obsessed with things that are not real, okay? I like science fiction, I like horror, and I like the concept of like a big company, big man controlling, you know, the thing that is happening. Like there's an overarching enemy that's making this situation happening. So like in reference to the back rooms, if this dude, Frank Beck, didn't decide to, you know, open a portal between the two worlds and try to colonize it so that humans could live there, none of these things would be happening. So I was thinking of why I like this mystery so much and what I would want from the movie, and it would be more information on Async specifically and the dude, Frank Beck. I'd want like half and half, where we get to know like the motivation behind the motivation. Like, yes, it's money. Yes, maybe it's scientific discovery, but like, what is the motivation behind the motivation? And that's something that I have always wanted, like with Weyland-Yutani and Alien. I thought that a good prequel to Alien would be, who is Weyland-Yutani? What is their end goal? Like, is it actually weaponization of the xenomorph? Is it scientific discovery? Is there someone that Weyland-Yutani is working for that is making them have to like mine for lack of a better term, these alien eggs and creatures in order to bring them back to the planet that they're on? And then just zooming out here, I was thinking about the show Lost, which I have had an off and on relationship with since I was a teen. And it was on TV and I really liked it. I was definitely like a diehard Lost fan. And then I watched it like 2 subsequent times in my adult life. And I don't really know if I ever truly gave it the like time and patience that I needed to in order to like get the message. But what if, and stay with me, what if, pretend like the writers don't exist, pretend like Lost happened, pretend like this is real. What if, pretend, pretend the Backrooms are real. What if the universe of Lost is actually just a Backrooms island, okay? And that the only reason that these entities, the company whose name I can't even remember, that went there in the 70s, and the guy whose name I can't even remember, the old guy, Penny's dad, could go back and forth, and Ben could go back and forth, and they knew the one way in and out, was actually because they were clipping in and out of a reality that didn't actually exist in our modern sphere. And it was like a Backrooms. And I mean, like, obviously, on a different level, the island existed as a way for all of these people who needed to grow, were given a space to grow. And I don't think there's anything positive that can be said about the actual lore of the Backrooms. But to think about, and of course, I'm talking specifically the people in the plane crash, not all the people that were there lurking around, working for the company, and having to live in the weird place where Ben and the others lived. But I don't think there's like any redeemable qualities actually about the Backrooms. And if you want to think of it further, in reference to that, it's like Ben going out and recruiting people to come back to the island and trapping them there and being like, you know, of course, you know, here's a photo of your sister, like she's totally fine, etc., etc. Like he, in that like time, do you know what I mean? Like he's the guy now. He's the async guy. He's the guy. He's the big bad. He's the man upstairs. And in that regard, like just like working for async unintentionally is really bad, working for the island company, which I literally, is it the Dharma Initiative? I can't remember anything. Is just like the same thing. It's like, it's a very interesting thing to put a spin on it in that concept and think that like Lost is just another weird subset of the Backrooms. And I kind of feel like in the time that Lost came out, we weren't even really fucking with the concept of the Backrooms in the way that Kane Pixels has really like delivered us this like really cool web series. I'm just rambling now. I don't have anyone to talk to about this, and I tried to get my friend to watch it, and he probably won't. So, if you watch this, tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think, the motivation behind Weyland-Yutani is. Tell me what you think it is. I want to hear your conspiracy theories. I want to hear your conspiracy theories about the Dharma Initiative, although we kind of like in a vague way understand them. And that's what I mean. Like I really want to know about the conspiracy, because you know they only give you so much information for you to form a conspiracy and for it to like take over your life, but they don't necessarily give you the answers, which I guess is like what makes it a cool and captivating tale for time, for like the ages, for the times. Anyways, goodbye.